After checking everything, I connected to the network to see the latest news. I have removed the previous nick, now use the new nick. On the internet is still quiet, filled with the joyful atmosphere of the new year. After watching the news, I went to the treadmill to practice a bit, took out the sword to train a little, the skills to protect my life. 2 days left until the end of the world. Today, some people went to the mountain to walk, but less than half of the mountainside had returned. Mainly because the road has many pebbles, driving is dangerous, walking is tired. Moreover, the ghost house is unfinished on the half of the mountainside is also quite scary. Often the climbers are young people returning home to celebrate Tet, listening to their parents and grandparents saying that they are no longer interested in the mountains. One more day until the end of the world. Today is New Year's Eve, also the day of union members of every family. Today, she also prepared a hearty lunch, chicken, duck, fish, meat, fruit, confectionery filled with the table. But everyone's mood is not happy, because we know this is the last piece. Mom checks the air purifier to see if it is still working. My mother was the first to break the tranquility. The air purifier is placed at the ventilation hole of the kitchen, so it can ensure the smell of food does not fly out. I also bought many deodorant sprays, sprinkled with peppermint seeds, waiting until the spring next year the warm sunshine will become a natural fence. Mom checked back, everything was fine. After finishing meals, each person took a phone to surf the news. I had previously connected the fiber optic cable to the telecommunications company, while installing a signal receiver, so the indoor network speed was quite good. Now sending the message all showing the coordinates, so since coming home safely, we did not post any posts out, at most only answered a few messages in the WeChat group. Now, there is no news on the disaster online, the most discussed topic is the big meteor shower tonight, everyone is praying online. Whoever doubted the beautiful meteor shower brought the virus, this is something that people cannot predict. At 8 p.m., this time is the time of broadcasting TET program, but now the whole network is looking forward to the meteor shower. At 8:30, a trail of light through the sky, followed by the lights flying over, like a virtual dream, beautiful could not use words to describe. The meteor shower lasted nearly half an hour, the whole life was cheering. I closed all the door of the room, lying beside my parents in bed. We all know, the end of the world has come. Dreaming, chaotic, tonight passed so long. To be safe, from today we will start to take turns guarding. None of us talk, obviously telling ourselves to sleep a bit otherwise we will not stand it, but we all know that even if we close our eyes, the spirit is still tense, how can we sleep? Finally, until 5 a.m. Often, the streets have started to have people, breakfast shops have also come well, the number of people also means that the number of infected people increases rapidly. 5 o'clock, the internet is still peaceful, many people staying up late and not sleeping, still happy. Many live streams at night are still happy to interact with fans. 5:30, many places have started to go out to celebrate Tet, there are also live streams on the mountain to compete for the first incense. The solemn temples, the compassionate Buddha statue, the bell echoed online to each house. 6 o'clock, it gradually light, although the state banned the cannon, but some places still sounded the firecrackers. Save me, what the hell is this? When a shrill scream rang out, a monster like the person rushed into the live stream. The live stream screamed with the miserable, the cameras shook strongly. In the live stream room suddenly appeared a strange face, could not be called a face, the parts of the puffy face, the eyes almost fell out. Any skin that can be seen is abnormal red, as if it is about to flow from the skin. The comment line in the live stream room almost covered the screen, I knew that this live stream was more or less evil. JJ, this is what you say is losing your mind. Why is it different from in the movie? It looks like boiled hot water. My mother's face was pale, my father was not better. I am not very clear. Before I went out, it was 10 days after zombie outbreak. At that time, I saw that zombie had blue-gray skin. Maybe it was because I saw little. I really never seen this. It's okay, daughter, don't think, see if there is any other video, taking advantage of without losing your life. Learning more is not harmful. Dad patted my shoulder, also joined the search army. In just a few minutes of talking, the online suddenly filled the video about zombie. There is in the beach, in the mountains, on the streets, everywhere has a cry for help. Almost all the posts are accompanied by painful screams and desperate screams. JJ, quickly, the government has issued a notice. At that moment, large applications appeared from the government. Emergency notice. The meteor shower last night was capable of carrying a virus with unknown origin. This virus has the ability to infect very strongly. Hope that people voluntarily stay at home, do not go out, check their accommodation, ensure safety for themselves. If anyone unfortunately infected with the virus, do not let them scratch or bite, quickly be isolated and wait for relief from the government. Again, pay attention to your safety, wait for the government's relief. In the previous life, too, the state quickly announced, but I could not live until the relief day. The government's notice is like a strong injection, pulling back the reason of netizens. But there are still the keyboard heroes below constantly cursing, as if others save themselves is obvious. There are always people who do not know what, such people really deserve to become food for zombies. Daughter, if you are uncomfortable, do not watch. Father and mother will follow the news. See online, go a little holiday. That's right, let's take a break. When I was full of bloody indignation, my parents' voice pulled me back to reality. When I regained my spirit, I immediately sweated cold. Why did I think about taking them as a bait for zombies? Obviously I just cursed a few sentences before, but just now I really had the intention of GI. Did I have been assimilated in this apocalypse world? No, I can't be like that, I can't think so. In the end of the world, it is impossible to be too kind, merciful and not living long, but it is impossible to let go of his evil, otherwise it is like zombies. Parents just see, also have to pay attention to the camera, see if anyone goes to the mountain. I found an excuse, went down to the first floor to wash my face. I looked at myself in the mirror, her face pale, unlike usual. How did I look like in my previous life? I don't remember it anymore. Also, my previous life every day I was worried that I did not sleep well, I didn't have time to look at the mirror. Well, I don't think anymore, I think everything is useless, I can't end the end of the world. A weak person like a slug all the time only know how to edit the video, how to save the world. I let my thoughts fly and get used to the manager of the apartment building. Just when the group was statistics, I was convenient to mark it. Calling the voice is not enough for some people or what to video. Just the first day of the apocalypse has begun to explore, it is not ashamed to be the manager, the mind is very fast. I refused the video, texted in the group to tell me in the countryside, no one. Then I left the group. I don't want to see them fighting each other, after all, I really don't be there, who believes it? As for the management of the manager, not just because I know that I was going to open the supermarket before, being aiming for my items. If you like, just open the door, just need the person to find a package of instant noodles, I give up. Until then the dogs bite the dog by themselves. After leaving the group, I watched the family group. My parents were informed of peace, this one didn't need me to worry anymore, then answered a few messages from my friends. Anyway, I have sent them a lot of food on the occasion of Tet, hoping to help them last a few more days, if possible to persevere until the state relief is best. Because on the occasion of Tet, every family has food reserves, especially in rural areas, persevering for a time without a problem. The real difficulty is in the city, because shopping is very convenient, almost they do not have the habit of storing, even if Tet does not buy too much. In my previous life, I also survived 10 days thanks to junk food. I saw too many people going out to look for food but never returned. In the previous life, about 7 days, due to the exhausted food, the number of people out gradually increased. Similarly, the number of zombies has increased daily, and in the end, the ordinary people almost not out of the apartment building has become a part of the zombie army. See, I have never seen so many people in the city. Doi, Nagwai, Nuoi, I heard the sound of firecrackers. Dad, there is a firecracker, who is burning firecrackers? I rushed to the second floor, although the sound was very far away, but the zombie was very sensitive to the sound, if it was attracted to them. I don't know, I don't have it in the camera. Obviously my father also heard, his face was not very good. Dad, I closed the window, I went to the roof to see. Yeah, you are a little careful. The attic is very small, originally built to facilitate the roof, now becomes a safe observatory. There is a telescope on the attic, when we can't use drone, this is our eyes. Because we are in the mountains, there are many fruit trees, the effects of telescopes are not really large. I put the telescope, looked down at the mountain, felt a bunch of white smoke. I adjusted the focal length, which is the small square in the mountains. What are you doing, burning firecrackers to ward off evil spirits? If burning firecrackers works, what is the need for vaccines? I began to think constantly. Right now, there was a dim shadow appearing in the square, and was an abnormal shadow. Pretend to ignore, this remote place also appears. I carefully adjusted the perspective, it was zombie. Looking at the outfit it seemed a young girl. Right now, 2 people ran out to try to pull that female zombie. After a while, shortly after, the 2 of them did not move up, they were infected. From being bitten to less than 3 minutes of infection, this zombie virus spread so quickly. No, there is a tree, I don't see it clearly, I still have to use drones. At the time of purchase, the boss guaranteed that this drone could probe 25 to 30 kilometers, I did not expect it to fly so far, just safe flying in front of the mountain. Although there are less than 30 households under the mountain, they still have to be careful. I took out the drama disguised as a stranding color. Number 1, rely on you. Then drop drone number 1. I carefully dodged the branches, slowly flying from behind the mountain to the small square in front. Looking from afar as if flying from the front of the mountain, I slowly lowered the height. From the visible image, the zombie was originally like in this morning I saw it. Both people were red, and the 2 of them were bitten as if I saw in the previous life, both gray, as if ch. Of course, now they cannot be called the living anymore. Right now, some chickens passed by. The rooster led an hour, then it was zombie gene 1 bite. Other chickens were scared to run. And the rooster also gradually no longer moved, thrown aside. 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, the rooster still lies on the ground without standing up. Does this virus not spread to animals? Or just do not spread the chicken? I slowly lowered the drone to see more clearly. Suddenly a large face appeared on the screen. Mom. I'm so scared that I almost throw control. Luckily NH more than the brain, immediately backed up and flew up. My number 1 was saved, almost cancelled in the first reconnaissance. Gr. Zombie paid attention to my drone, began to growl to the plane. Are you the one who is sent by the government to save us? At that moment, a man suddenly peeked out his head from the window. It was stupid, at this time but daring to scream, finding death by himself. As expected, zombies were attracted to the man being attracted to the man, starting to beat his door. Are you not a relief? Hurry up and chase them away. The man who had just shouted and slammed the window, so stupid. As expected, zombies smashed the door more intense. With the gratitude of my neighbors, I still opened the driver's speaker to make sounds. successfully attracting zombies to approach, then slowly led them out to the village. When I was far from the foot of the mountain, I sneaked around the back of the mountain again, flew to the house safely. At first I saved people just to accumulate virtue, but then almost made the whole family fall into danger. Every time I remember today, I want to slap myself too. Withdrawing the drones, I brought with you the new information collected back to the second floor. When I dropped the plane, my parents were also actively watching zombie videos from all over. Currently, social order has not collapsed, all social guarantee is still operating normally. Although there are many videos online, violent videos are still banned. Dad, how is it outside? Not very good. Just now, my father discovered someone who posted a video from City Hospital B, now he was removed. There are many other videos that cannot be found, perhaps the state is afraid of causing panic so intervene. It is 8 a.m., it seems that people who stay up late have not woken up, so many information has not been spread. The state also responded promptly, so after experiencing initial panic, many people started observing and waiting for relief. In the previous life, too, although at first panic but not too worried. Until time passed day by day, the food became less and less, then lost power, dehydrated. At this time, people realized that this situation was different from the previous epidemic, this was a bigger emergency situation, a crisis related to life and death. Dad, I just used a drone to return to zombies in the mountain. The first zombie was red, then it was bitten into this gray. I said and opened the picture and taken. Is this the road lap high? He has been bitten, and his wife and daughter, so poor. Dad saw my control, his hand couldn't help but tremble. As expected, seeing strangers in distress and seeing acquaintances in distress are two completely different sensations. Dad, stop watching, people cannot rise again, our family must live well. I don't know how to comfort him, because all words become meaningless. Oh, right, parents, I fit seeing zombies bite the chicken, but the chicken did not change. Do parents think this virus only spreads to people without giving chicken? If not spreading chicken, does it mean that we can raise chickens, can eat chicken eggs later? But where to get chicken? When building a safe house, I did not think about raising chickens. But what to eat? Cattle food. There is also no chicken food. Not sure, just see, if you really do not spread to animals, there is still some hope, this virus will sooner or later will pass. Cannot help but say, my father thought so far. After a rambling talk, we gradually escaped the sad atmosphere. My mother could not stand it and went to the kitchen to cook, and my father and I studied a little video online. We discovered that the zombie is now divided into three types. The red swollen zombie first saw, the gray zombie was bitten, and another type was the big head zombie that my father took from the network. Temporarily called a large head zombie, because its head is three more ordinary people, the skin is red and swollen, even the limbs are swollen, as if the big head doll is inflated. Disgusting and bizarre. Dad, where did this picture come from, why don't you find it? It is the video from that hospital. Now I can't find it anymore, I feel strange so I quickly took a quick shoot. Looking at the picture with the monster on the stretcher, from the video seems to be new. Surely this monster was quite rich, I used to see the clock stuck in its wrist in the hands of our company's director, at that time colleagues said more than 1 million. If this virus is brought by the ice, the gray zombies are infected by these monsters. So surely these monsters are the first to be infected, more or less exposed to the meteor. Dad, do you have a WeChat of the road? Come to think of it, I suddenly remembered the infected people in the mountains this morning, maybe coincidentally? Yes, here, I used to find him to buy walnuts and chestnuts before. After saying that, Dad opened WeChat and found his WeChat number. I opened his personal page. The first line was about the celebration of Tet but not peaceful, The two children kept asking to see the meteor. At home was not interesting with the image. This picture of the meteor has a very beautiful view, seems to be taken from the roof in the countryside, definitely a mountain. Dad, are there any places around here? Yes, isn't that Peak with a painting station? There is a sightseeing place, in recent years, it is very famous. People often come to see the sunrise, which is a hot check-in place on that network. Can't. My heart was pounding. According to Tang Lap Hai's WeChat, I found his daughter's WeChat. Oh. I have his daughter's WeChat. Beautiful meteor shower, accompanied by pictures. Wow, the meteor is so close, I don't know if I can find it. Time is 2049. Well, really luckily found, the meteor was so beautiful, accompanied by the image. Time was dawn 2:20. I can't stand it anymore, this beautiful girl has to go home to sleep beautifully. Time is dawn 3:10. Surfing is all kinds of selfie photos. Finally, after flipping through 10 pages, I found useful information. It is said that the New Year's Eve has a meteor shower. My hometown is at a time when there is a famous sightseeing station. Can you go? Behind is the hotel preferential link at the painting station. Meteor shadow rain New Year's Eve, famous sightseeing radio. I trembled and opened the recent hotel reservation application. You is heaven, all is a promotion program to watch stars on New Year's Eve, even accompanied by a video of Ben Min's scene, as if fearing that few people came to. Seeing this, I was almost desperate, but still kept the last hope of his son's WeChat. Play the game, brothers, accompanied by pictures. The photo is a group of young people holding up the phone, and the meteorite stone appeared in the girl's WeChat lying on the table next to them. Toan. If my conjecture is true, the level of variation is really related to meteorites. So surely in this room is all the big zombies. I am currently unknown the power of this zombie. But looking at the swelling of the swollen zombie, it is known that the bigger zombie is even stronger. So, who is the top of the mountain surviving? If all are infected, how many zombies will be? It is unimaginable. Perhaps due to the human nature when we encountered an ostrich, the next few days we did not mention the peak. During the day, I also did not let the drone fly out, only in the middle of the night to sneak out to see the 2 dead chickens, confirming that the virus was not infected with animals. Then I went to see the road to the mountain outside the village. Apart from the 3 zombies, that there were no other people or zombies. The 7th day of the apocalypse, snow. This is the first snow of this winter, also the first snow of the new year. In the past life, the city also lost power on Saturday, specifically what time I did not remember. Today the whole family has no cooking mood, so only eat through the speaker a little hot pot boiling and then started searching for useful information. A few days ago, there were people online saying, because of the snow, zombie with them acted slower than usual. If going out to find materials, the snow day was a good time. Due to the state rescue, the outrage of netizens is increasing. Now the online is no longer rational as a few days ago. Countless online people cursing. There are also malicious people spreading the image of zombies to eat people online, not hiding the evil nature of man. JJ, go up to the attic, the mountain is varied. At that moment, the radio suddenly transmitted to her mother's voice. Because of fear of unmanned aircraft being discovered during the day, we all use telescopes during the day. The situation in the mountain. On the attic, I looked at the telescope to see a small square, which had no one in the mountain. Suddenly gathered about 10 people, all of them were men who were fully equipped with weapons. Seeing this scene, I couldn't help but feel my heart beat hard. What are they going to do? Could they discover us? I tried to control the panic in my heart and continue to observe. Only after seeing that they drove 4 cars out, then fiercely left the mountain. Mom, they are out of the mountain, is there no supplies? But near Tet, it cannot be so fast. I remember that there were people raising pigs and goats in the mountain. otherwise this side also produced a lot of walnuts, chestnuts, and pinks. These things alone, eating for 10 days half a month does not matter. Surely they went to the mountain area in front, not before the son of Mr. Duong's family went there to see the meteor shower? Some other houses also have people. Yes, the rare sight of 100 years to see like this. If not, I knew in advance, maybe I would go to see the star. Going down to the attic, the mood of my whole family was not very optimistic. Surely they also see the zombie post slowed down due to snow should go out. If the situation is really not good, so many people probably protect themselves. Anyway, they are familiar with this area. Since entering the house safely, my father no longer smoked, sadness only ate a candy. But looking at him only ate a candy that had not chewed for half a day, I knew that he was not as calm as he said. At noon on Saturday of the apocalypse, I found that on the internet there was news of their city out of power. There were also netizens saying their city was dehydrated. Social networks immediately exploded. Initially, the official website also comforted people that they were fixing. But as the public is growing, the website officially posted the final notice about waiting for relief and then completely not paying attention to the call of netizens anymore. At that moment, I saw a post. The poster said that the relief army, the attached image was my unmanned aircraft. The place to take pictures I am very familiar, is the small square in the mountain. The photo is very clear, the drone has attracted zombies to go out. Do not know whether the poster is bragging or comforting, then posting another post, the attachment is that everyone drove out to rescue this morning. He said the relief army had come, they would go to welcome those trapped home, the coordinates were Daitan Sun tourist area. There are images with words. It is important that the poster also says this area has electricity. With the increasing number of comments, for some reason, this person also uploaded 2 photos of his computer and tap water. Perhaps because so many people have not been so much attention, the more this person said more and more ridiculous, just lacking what the military was designed safe base here. Don't believe him, he is talking nonsense. Now I'm in Daitan Sun tourist area. I'm trapped in the hotel. Around here is zombie, currently I have not seen a relief, people absolutely do not come here to kill himself. I hid frantically copy the paste under his post. Thanks to heaven and earth, because our area belongs to Daitan Sun mountain range, so the coordinates are the default is Daitan Sun, only the locals can distinguish the mountain area ahead and behind. When my speech appeared rampant, perhaps that idiot realized the seriousness of the incident, so he started deleting the card to fake death. I don't know how many people believe in my words, and how many people believe in the description of this post. But now I just want GI. Must know when people are in difficult situations, any hope will be exaggerated infinite. If the zombie virus quickly passes away, it is okay, but if it lasts, with the growing despair of humans, those who have seen this post will try their best to look forward to this hope, even if it is just a ray of hope, they do not want to miss. In my previous life, I saw crazy people who could do anything to survive. Until then, this safe house could be hidden longer. The blink of an eye has come to the 10th day of the end of the world. Finally this morning snow stopped falling for 3 consecutive days, the sun also appeared. Without the sun, the monitoring system I placed outside will run out of battery. This snow lasted for 3 days, for many years I didn't see such a big snow. Those who were out 3 days ago still had not returned, not knowing what they were trapped in snow or had any accident. This morning, when it was still not bright, my father opened the measurement of the thickness of 2.75 attorneys. With this thickness, it is impossible to drive, even more unable to go to the mountain. There is a saying that snow is not cold, but the snow is cold. My father said, at least 1 week without worrying about anyone going to the mountain. If this is a cold winter, before 2 does not need to worry about safety. The snow juice melting during the day will win the ice at night. Going to the mountain in such a situation is no different from suicide. I remember my previous life before dying. The weather was very cold. It seemed that the next few days I could finally sleep well. Life in a safe house is boring. Fortunately, I had downloaded many entertainment videos, was with my family. If I was really alone, maybe I would go crazy before waiting for the zombie to eat meat, eat a little fruit, look at my father and son like this, like being dehydrated. Many fruits have been withered before. Quickly eat, don't waste. This dinner is a large bowl of fruit cut by my mother. There are apples, pineapples, grapefruit for a long time, have bought a few barrels to be downstairs. But fruits like oranges, bars long, bananas are not long, so they have to eat fast. After all, they want to eat anyway. Parents, a little later I will drop the drone out to sea. This time I will go a little further. If nothing is wrong, we go to bed early. No one needs to guard tonight. Eating all the last piece of fruit, I climbed up the loft in the habit of watching the static movement below, then returned to the second floor to start the patrol around the mountain. Still going around from the back of the mountain, this time I went a little bit far away. I did not dare to go to the front of the mountain, whether being discovered or accidentally shocked by the living, it was not good for me. After the previous drone, I was aware that I should not blind my heart when you do not understand the situation. You never know you are saving a bad guy or a fool. Bad guys can cause you to lose your life, and the fool can take away the life of your whole family. Perhaps because the weather was too cold, I clearly felt the drone consumed the battery faster. After patrolling 2 rounds without abnormal detection, I control the drone back. After charging the drone, I hurried into the blanket and electric blanket to make the blanket warm. I exclaimed, "This is really life." Before going to bed, I had a habit of surfing the phone a bit. On the internet is still full of indignation and cursing. At that moment the site officially issued a new notice. Meteors with viruses, people are absolutely not touched. In addition, the meteorite also has unknown radiation. Radiation is a scary thing than the virus, hoping that people can keep the distance, prepare supplies, stay at home to relief. Seeing that, I got up from the bed. It turned out that, if the red swollen zombie was the first virus infection, then the big head zombie was infected with extra radiation. I suddenly thought of a selfie photo on social networks. Surely everyone in that room has become a big head zombie. Come to think of it, I was no longer sleepy, started searching online about videos and stories related to meteorites. Indeed, I found a lot. In those videos, they were radiant with smiles, as if the god of luck smiled at them. All captions are good wishes. They gathered into groups to raise the rocks. The rock reflects the cold light under the light, as if it were really like the stars lifted in the palm of the hand. But from those photos, I saw the god ch. As more and more information, these videos come from all over the world. From the cold of Makache to the warmth of Hainan, I even found a video of a foreign guy holding a meteorite and shouting lucky. This was a global disaster, suddenly coming when we were not prepared. Watching the video, I suddenly saw a foreign boy who ran and panicked and shouted something. I tried to use my poor English to reluctantly hear a few sentences. Experiment failed, virus leaks, energy enhancement, run fast, about to be mutated. I could not understand what he said. The video was gone. Looking at the phone, I saw the live stream ended. I hurriedly searched for his account. Normally he only posted emotional images with his girlfriend. Finally I found the first post he posted. PhD assistant of a certain research institute, the coordinates are beautiful American. The boy wearing a white blouse, but I felt cold. Combined with information from his video, it is not difficult to speculate that he is studying a dangerous object, and the most dangerous is now nothing but zombie virus. Leaking, consolidating, mutations, the virus that is studying has been leaked and merged with the original zombie virus. The zombie virus is about to mutate. This information is actually like lightning strikes. Currently, The zombie virus has not been resolved, so what will it be like after mutations? Does it have the same abnormalities as in the novel? Or will you know how to fly? Anyway, it can't be better. Anyway, their country also understands. Another night without sleep. On the 15th day of the apocalypse, I was on this day in my previous life. But in this life, I lay in a warm bed, listening to my mother, and was fed hot porridge. That's right, I was sick. Worrying all night, could not sleep, plus menstruation and cold in the room, with so many factors, I finally fell ill. That morning, my mother saw my face flushed because of the fever, almost afraid of CHT. After taking the medicine, go to sleep, it's time for the end of the world, but I am worried about it. Mom saw that I was no longer interested in saving electricity, turning on the fan and oil heating for me. Anyway, now has not lost power, just use it. Perhaps because our place is too remote, until now has not lost power. An illness that made us scared but also removed the knot in my heart. I no longer live in fear every day, but on the contrary, eating well, surviving is good, no need to think more. The disease came like a mountain, the disease went like a scissors, spent more than half a month, I could not recover from this disease. But also on the 23rd day of the apocalypse, this place was out of power. That day I was watching the movie, suddenly the fan did not work anymore, the lights in the room also turned off, I knew that I finally lost power. Dad went downstairs to turn on the backup power. In order to save electricity, that night my parents moved to my room to rest, because I was a patient, my fan was still working. Dad said that the power source is still enough, telling me to use it. The power failure means that there is no more telecommunication cables, but before that I bought a signal receiver before, so my family's life was still nothing else before. In the next time, there were a few snowfalls, the road to the mountain was always in a state of frozen. In such a situation no one dares to go to the mountain is nothing special. Only occasionally see people out, but quickly return to hide. The mountain still has white smoke rising daily, proving that there are still people cooking. Due to the truly remote geographical location, although there is no relief, there is no zombie. At first, in the sky, there was a helicopter flying through, broadcasting the message of comfort. The state will not abandon anyone, the army has established a safe base, hope everyone should not be discouraged, wait patiently to wait for the relief. This type of aircraft only flew over twice, then did not appear anymore. Perhaps because we are too remote, perhaps because the state is really heartbroken but not enough. If you have to choose one, I would rather choose the first. The group of people coming out of the village who welcomed the guests that day never came back, I had not seen anyone out of the village. Perhaps those people are the main labor in the village, whose stays are mostly women and children, even if they want to go out. Parents are decided. Yeah, just do that. Today my father rarely smokes, JJ, please send it at midnight. Sent at 3 a.m., everyone is sleeping at this time, no one will see. My mother said while fixing the furniture on the drone. Those are a few bags of milk powder and a few common drugs. Initially, after the stupid incident last time, I did not want to be concerned about the chorus in the mountain anymore. But this morning my father looked through the telescope to see the old lady opening a restaurant in the mountain, hurriedly knocked out the door of another person's house, then hugged a child out to kneel down, but no one came out. Seeing that, my father smoked for a long time, and finally the whole family decided to send her a little milk and medicine. We will be a little careful. Now that the situation is like that, no one dares to loudly noisy, even though she was finally discovered that she came to, my father and I could handle it, as if thanking her for cooking for us before. I could see my father very confused, but in the end kindness won the cold. Anyway, it is a child, who is a parent. Okay. I will risk it again. In the middle of the night, I control the drone flying around the other side of the mountain. When I flew at her yard, I dropped the clothes. The home yard covered a thick layer of snow, the sound of the clothes was not loud. After finishing the item, I drove the drone away from her home yard, taking pictures from above. Perhaps because of the patient, she had not slept, quickly went out to discover the package in the yard. I saw that she did not dare to believe it at first, opened it even more excitedly and knelt down and bowed a few times and hurriedly turned into the house. Seeing that, my whole family was silent for a long time, then I sent them again to them, then did not interfere anymore. Because anyway, a promotion of rice is grateful, a rice fight for the enemy, the revealing the material is not beneficial for us. Moreover, during the end of the world, can only rely on yourself. When a person is in misery, well, you give them a promotion to help them solve a big problem, which makes them extremely grateful. However, if you keep giving them more rice they will think this is a natural thing. Again 2 months passed, with the appearance of a spring rain, signaling the winter really passed. Spring should have been the season of all things, but we all know, now the real challenge comes.